I never imagined a voice message could change my life. Not a phone call, not a letter, a voice message. The kind you can replay, the kind you can't escape. It happened just after midnight. I remember that because I was still awake, lying in bed, staring at the ceiling, letting my thoughts run in circles. The world outside was quiet, too quiet. That strange silence that only exists late at night, when everything feels suspended between one day and the next. That's when my phone vibrated. Once. I picked it up immediately. No notifications, no missed calls. Just one message. A voice message. No contact name. No photo. No number I recognized. Just a blank screen. And a play button. I stared at it. Longer than I should have. Messages like that don't arrive by accident. Not at that hour. I told myself it was probably nothing. A wrong number, a mistake, someone drunk, someone bored. But something about it felt deliberate, as if it had been waiting for me. I hesitated and my thumb hovered over the screen. Part of me wanted to delete it without listening. Another part of me needed to know. So I pressed play. At first, there was nothing. Just silence, then breathing. Slow, uneven, too close to the microphone. I felt my chest tighten. I held my breath without realizing it. And then a voice spoke. Low, calm, controlled. Listen carefully, the voice said. This message is not supposed to exist. I sat up in bed. My heart started beating faster. I didn't recognize the voice, but it sounded like it recognized me. The message continued. If you're hearing this, it means something has already gone wrong. I glanced around my room. The door was closed. The lights were off. I was alone. Still, I lowered my voice when I whispered, "What is this?" Of course, there was no answer. It wasn't a call. It was already recorded. The voice paused. Then it said my name. Not a nickname. Not a shortened version. My full name. The way only a few people in my life ever used it. My hands began to shake. I told myself it was coincidence. Anyone could guess a name. But deep down, I knew better. The voice continued. You've been trying to forget what happened that night. My stomach dropped. Because there was a night I avoided thinking about. A night I buried. A night I convinced myself didn't matter anymore. The recording crackled slightly, like it was old. You told yourself it was over, the voice said, that it didn't matter. I closed my eyes, because that was exactly what I had told myself, over and over. For years, the message went on. You weren't supposed to hear this message, the voice said. It was meant for someone else. I whispered out loud, "Then why did I receive it?" No answer. The voice kept going. "You made a choice," it said. "And choices don't disappear just because time passes." I felt sick. Memories I'd locked away began pushing back. The sound of rain, a street light flickering, the weight of a decision made too quickly. The voice lowered, almost gentle. "You thought no one else remembered." My heart started pounding. Someone else? The message paused again, longer this time. "They do," the voice said. "And they've been waiting. Waiting. For what? For me?" I replayed that part again and again. It didn't change. The message continued. "When you wake up tomorrow," the voice said, "you'll start noticing things." I whispered, "What things?" "Silence. Small details," the voice explained. "Things you ignored before." I tried to stop the message. My thumb hovered over the screen, but I couldn't press it. The voice dropped even lower. "You'll hear certain words louder. You'll see places differently. You'll remember things you swore were gone." The message ended. No goodbye, no explanation, just silence. I sat there in the dark for a long time. The phone screen went black. The room felt colder, heavier. Sleep never came that night. Every time I closed my eyes, fragments returned. Not full memories, just pieces. Rain on concrete. Footsteps. A decision that couldn't be undone. The next morning, the message was still there. I listened again and again. Each time it felt worse. Later that day, I checked my call history. Nothing. No unknown numbers, no missed calls. Just that voice message. I tried replying, typing anything. But the chat no longer existed, as if it had never been there. That's when I noticed the first detail. A place I passed every day suddenly felt familiar in a way it never had before. A song on the radio made my chest tighten. A sentence someone said sounded rehearsed, like I'd heard it before. Exactly like the voice message had warned. That night I waited. I didn't know what for. Another message, another call, something. Midnight came, then 1, then 2. Nothing. But as I lay there in the dark, one thought refused to leave me. What if the message really wasn't meant for me, and what if hearing it changed something? What if it wasn't a mistake at all? Some messages aren't sent by accident. Some truths wait years to be heard. And once they are, nothing stays the same.